fruit. I've been turning around looking at it.
Good afternoon and welcome to our May 3rd Rotary Club of Columbus meeting. We call the meeting to order. If you would be so kind as to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. At this point, I'd like to call on Walker if he would come and give us invocation according to his faith tradition.
Thank you, President Cedric. Please bow your heads with me. Heavenly Father, I ask you to bless our city and bless the gifts of all Rotarians to make our city great. Bless our charities, goals, and the hearts of all Rotarians to live lives of service to others. Unite our community and let Rotary be part of that driving force for unity. Please continue to bless our club and our missions to bear your kingdom on earth. Amen.
On behalf of Walker, please remember the cans. The cans are actually on the table. It's quite all right. Remember the cans. Counts, and we count on that to be able to do some of the things we do. At this point, we keep your attention. Ben is coming to give us news. Ben, if you would come.
Thank you, President Cedric. Today is May 3rd, and here are your headlines. Investors brace for another rate rise. The Federal Reserve is likely to tighten policy again today, lifting its key rate to a 16-year high of 5% to 5.25%. Central bank officials are expected to announce the rate increase at 2 p.m. today. Officials will be deliberating whether policy is then tight enough to merit a pause after the fastest series of rate rises in 40 years. This comes just 2 days following the collapse of First Republic Bank, the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. Georgia Ford Young Game Changers come to Columbus. Last week, Georgia Ford kicked off its opening session for Young Game Changers here in Columbus, Georgia. 50 of Georgia's young professionals gathered Wednesday through Friday to develop creative and viable recommendations to progress the community. These thought leaders were tasked to address some of Columbus' biggest challenges and offer innovative and pragmatic solutions to be proposed to the community in October. Witness history and attend Fort Benning renaming ceremony. You can witness history next week as the public is invited to watch the ceremony changing the name of the U.S. Army from Fort Benning to Fort Moore. The ceremony is scheduled to start at 9 a.m. on May 11th in Doughboy Stadium. You can watch in person or via live stream. To attend in person, be sure to register in advance on the Army website. And finally, it was on this day in 1979 that Margaret Thatcher was elected the British Prime Minister, becoming the first woman in Europe to hold the post. She later became the longest continuously serving British Premier since 1827. You can expect sunny skies today with a high of 76 and a low of 45. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Can you all hear me? Can't hear myself. Okay, that's good. I'd like to call on our own AG, Tyler, if you would come. He's going to give us a district presentation.
Thank you, President Cedric. As many of you know, this past weekend was the district conference, and those of us that attended have a great time, and we have some great news to bring back to you. Our club was recognized with several awards, and I hope that y'all are as proud as I am. The first recognition that the club received was the District Governor's Citation. This recognizes the club's broad contributions in service to both our area and to Rotary International. And these were awarded during the conference, and President Cedric received these on our behalf. We then received 2 special awards. The first one is the Public Image Award. This award is given to one club in each size category, and it recognizes the contributions that the club makes in terms of promoting our club activities, our community involvement, and the ideals of Rotary. So congratulations and thank you to those of you that have helped to contribute to the club's public image. And the last special award that we're particularly proud of is the Sheffield Leadership Award. This award recognizes the club president who exemplifies extraordinary leadership traits in service to their club and to Rotary International. And our very own President Cedric was honored with this award this year, becoming only the second president from our club in 30 years to receive this recognition. So please join me in voting.
Thank you, Tyler, and thank you, club. There's no I in club. There's no club. There's no I in us. There's only I in family and community and unity. And I believe that's what we represent, and that's our intention basically for the club and for this year. Want to put in a plug here too. On the table, you have a card there that says Amplify. I think it says Amplify. Is that right? Those are basically, we want to get an early start because we want to have great representation next year at the district conference. It'll be at Jekyll Island. There's a third off the registration for it at this particular point in time, but there's another group of people that will be talking to you about that all year long. But we wanted to get it to you and get it on the calendar, so get it on your calendar, so we'll have great representation next year at our district conference. At this point, I'd like to call on Michael, if you would introduce our visitors and guests.
President Cedric and fellow Rotarians, visiting us from the North Columbus Club, we have Ken Townsend, who's also a GRSP trustee. Welcome, Ken. And then Rotarians with guests. Carol Ridley brought with her Bryson Chu, who is the general manager at Headquarter Nissan. Welcome, Bryson. Tyler Townsend has brought with him Caleb Bradley, who's an intern at Townsend Wealth Management. Welcome, Caleb. Eric Spears has brought with him Christine Shaw, who is with SIA Columbus State University Global Engagement. Welcome, Christine. And a former GRSP student, Sebastian Villa, has brought with him his better half, his wife, Natalia Mira. Welcome, Natalia. Please help me give all our guests and visitors a warm welcome.
To all our visitors and guests, we just wanted to re-welcome you, and especially Ken. We thank you for being here with us today, and we trust that today will be not only a good lunch, but an enlightening program we feel like you will enjoy. At this point, I'd like to call on Mike Smythe, if he would come and introduce us to the Colonel Ralph Puckett Jr. Soldier of the Week.
Can you hear me? Fellow Rotarians and President Cedric, it's my pleasure to introduce to you this afternoon Staff Sergeant Logan Black. Staff Sergeant Black is an 11 Bravo, that's an infantryman. He's an infantry NCO, and he currently serves as the operations squad leader at the Ranger School at Fort Benning. Staff Sergeant Black has served in a variety of leadership roles to include weapons team leader, fire team leader, and squad leader, and his combat deployment was in support of Operation Freedom Sentinel and Operation Resolute Support. He has completed the Airborne School Master Fitness Trainer, Basic Leaders Course, and the Advanced Leaders Course. Among his awards and decorations are the Joint Service Achievement Medal with C device and 5 awards of the Army Achievement Medal and the NATO Medal, among others. He is a single soldier. He was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, and he joined the Army in August of 2018, attending one station unit training here at Fort Benning, and he's been at Fort Benning his entire Army career other than his deployment. Staff Sergeant Black, I've got some things for you here. Hold on. We have this Rotary coin as a commemoration of your visit with us here today. That's for you to keep with you. We also have this certificate commemorating you as the Colonel Ralph Puckett Jr. Soldier of the Week. And then the Passport to the Arts. And this is a ticket for you and one other person, perhaps your steady girlfriend, to the River Center, Columbus Symphony Orchestra, the National Infantry Museum, the paid exhibits, Columbus State University Theater Department, and the Springer Theater. So that's for you. Hold on to that. And then we have Colonel Puckett's book, A Professional Soldier's Notebook, for you, and it's been personally commemorated on the 3rd day of May 2023. It's given to you by Rotarian Michael Silverstein in memory of his father Bernard Silverstein, who served with the United States Army Air Force's 309th Bombardment Wing in World War II. So that's for you as well. Please join me in a warm Rotary Club of Columbus welcome for Staff Sergeant Black.
Yes, just to start off, I just want to thank God for the ability to be where I'm at in my life. I owe it all to the King. I want to thank the Rotary Club for having me today for this fantastic lunch. And then thank you for the award that says, Colonel Ralph Buckett, Jr. In life and as a member in the military, I hope to be, half the kind of leader he was in war, as well as the half kind of man, husband, and father he was. Thank you all.
Staff Sergeant Black, on behalf of the 280 members of this club, we again like to welcome you and thank you for being our guest today. Please take back to the soldiers on Fort Benning how much we appreciate what you do and what you all do for our country. Again, let's give him a hand for being with us today. Call on Mark. It's always a great day when we can introduce or reintroduce a member to our Rotary Club. So Mark, if you would come and give our newest member introduction, reintroduction.
President Cedric, members of the club, it is my pleasure to introduce or to reintroduce Mike Gaiman back to our club. He was a former president of the Columbus Chamber of Commerce. He was a member of our club for 26 plus years, and he's recently been named the interim CFO and president of the Valley Rescue Mission. Mike, I've got a few things here to hand you. One is your new badge and your pen. And if everyone will help me welcome Mike to our club.
Thank you. It's an honor to be back after so many years, and I look forward to reconnecting with all of you. Thank you very much. For my next act, I'd like to...
Thank you, Mike. Welcome back, Mike. Don't take the mic with you. Yeah, good. Thank you so much. At this point, I'd like to call on Ian and Sebastian because we have a very special international guest that we'd like to introduce you guys to.
All right, thank you, President Cedric and fellow Rotarians. And after that quick recovery of the equipment, as Sebastian has really done all the putting together the arrangements for our guest to be with us today, I'm going to let him make the introduction.
Thanks, Ian. Fellow Rotarians, friends, it's my pleasure to introduce you to Julia Maciel. Julia is with the Rotary Club of Asunción Catedral in Paraguay. You may remember when we had Ambassador Silvero, give the program a few weeks ago. So she is the representation for their club. She is joining us from the United Nations in New York. She was with the Permanent Mission of Paraguay to the United Nations for a long time. Right now, she is in the advisory committee on administrative and budgetary questions at the United Nations. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to Julia, and we're just glad to have you. Julia, welcome.
Thank you so much to everyone. Ever since I put my foot here, I felt the Southern hospitality. I have to tell you that. First, I would like to thank the Rotary Club Columbus, Georgia, for this great opportunity provided to me to be here today to share with you. I would like to say three things. First, as he introduced me, right now I am working at a committee in the UN, it's the Budget Committee. We advise the General Assembly, the 193 member states that approve or disapprove the proposal for resources that the Secretary General brings. Before that, as he said, I joined the Foreign Service. I was minister advisor at the Permanent Mission of Paraguay. Before that, I was also advisor to the Vice President and President of Paraguay. And before that, I was a minister, like Secretary of State the first woman, actually, and that is on a personal. Second thing is about a little bit about my club. We are a small club, 31 members, with 5 women. I was the first woman to join the club and the first woman president as well. I had great colleagues, guys, and still up until now. And I would like to leave President Hedrick with just the main projects that we're doing, and we really are hopeful we can engage and we can do a collective and joint effort and collective action for the benefit of our both communities. And the third and last, at a personal note, I like to tell you that I am where I am. I am third top in the UN as my judge is third level. I am where I am because of the decision and the actions of generous people like you. My education, I owe it to the generosity of the international community. And as I say, I am where I am because of the actions that you, like through your international project, international programs, are doing. You might never measure the impact you may cause on the lives of others, but it's great. I can tell you that. So, and I thank you for that. I'm an architect, now I am in international relations, and people ask me, why? Because I owe my education to grant, full grants. Finished high school, upstate New York, with as an exchange student. Then I got the Fulbright grant, and a letter that I received in 1990 from the late Senator Fulbright really switched my whole thing. And the need to bring people together, the need to undo the concept of the unknown that might bring eventually, let's say it might bring us together, to work together, empathy we need. And one way to do it is by the things that you do here. And I really have to thank you because I see people of all ages, some young, some younger than younger. Because we need, working at the UN, I deal with diversity on a daily basis. And today we really need that interrelation, intergeneration relation to keep the values that are trying, some groups are trying through mass media, swept away. So we need interaction, intergenerational. I see also a lot of women. We need that, and I congratulate you for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Finally, I would like to leave the president just something that I brought. If I can, this is from the UN, this is from my club, a summary, and this is from me. With the hope, it's my flag, with the hope that in the future we could work together.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, let's give her a hand.
And past President Julia, please take this back to your fellow Rotarians on behalf of President Cedric and all the members of the Rotary Club of Columbus.
Thank you very much. Actually, I owe you a flag. My president is coming in 2 weeks' time, so he will give.
He'll give the flag.
The flag.
Or
to
we'll
you.
just have to come down to Asunción.
Yes. And we hope to see as many as you can make it down there.
You will.
You will also feel the more southern hospitality.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Julia, thank you so much for your passion. Okay. Just to have a couple of announcements, first of which is relative to Miss Julia. Today, over at Houlihan's, which is just across the street, 800 Front Avenue, from 5 until 7, we'll have an in-person mix, so we'll be able to get to know her better, and maybe some of you that don't know her be reintroduced to her. So we invite you to become a part of that. 5 to 7 today, over at Houlihan's, and that's right across the street, 800 Front Avenue.
No, it's 5 till 7 on Thursday is the Rotary Mix at Houlihan's.
Okay?
Today it's the International Committee and GRSP committees at the Indigo.
Can you go over there?
Yeah, okay. Now, I know that the general manager put it down in his script. Okay, it's the International Committee and the GRSP Committee is at Hotel Indigo at 5:30, rooftop bar this evening, and then it's for all the Rotarians, our regular monthly in-person mixer, 5 till 7 at Hula Hands across the street. It's going to be a beautiful evening, and we'll be able to sit outside and have a cocktail and get to know Julia better.
Okay, for clarification purposes, on May the 26th, is that correct? We'll have a breakfast mix. Stand up, Tom. President-elect Tom Weinig will be our presenter. I want to make sure you know who he is. He's soon coming. I want to make sure you guys know who he is. Raise your hand, Tom. Okay. And then, of course, I shared with you on the table, in all seriousness, if you've never been to district conference, I compel you to go. You get a chance to see what other Rotarians across 6,900 and across our districts do and how much of an impact we have on Rotary in itself. At this point, I'd like to call on David Lewis, who will come and give us our program today. David, if you would come.
Thank you, President Cedric. Good afternoon, Club. In keeping with the presentation of other awards that were made earlier in the program, we have the privilege today of introducing this year's Mary Read Award. As most of you know, the Mary Read Award was established in 2007, and it was named after our own beloved Mary Read. It's awarded annually to a member of the Rotary Club of Columbus who demonstrates exemplary service above self. And I think when you see the nominee, we had plenty of great nominees, but when you see the recipient, I think you'll all agree that it was a unanimous choice by the committee. And with that, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize the committee chair, Gail Burgos, Chuck Hecht, Christina Vogler, and Linda Hadley. Thank them for their time and service in this role. Yeah, have them stand, please, the committee, if you would. Thank you. I'd just like to thank you for your time and service in this task. I also want to take an opportunity to thank Ryan Clements. You're about ready to see some of his handiwork here as we introduce the recipient, but we sometimes take for granted Ryan's work, but he's put this together, as well as making sure that our meetings have been shown throughout for members who are not able to join us on a daily basis during the week. So we just want to take an opportunity to thank Ryan for all your work on our behalf. So at this time, I'd like to ask Ryan to go ahead and start the video.
Hi, fellow Rotarians. My name is Phyllis Aaron, and I am here to introduce this year's Mary Read Award recipient. Established in 2007, the Mary Read Award was named in honor of our matriarch, Mary Read. The award is given annually to a member of the Rotary Club of Columbus who demonstrates exemplary service above self. This individual has been a member of our club for 20 plus years. This individual is energetic, this individual is kind, competent, knowledgeable, and most importantly, devoted to faith, family, others, and the Rotary Club of Columbus. This individual has served our club in innumerable ways. You will know this person because of her involvement every week in our meetings. You will know this individual if you have been to district conference. You will know this individual if you have been involved in the Georgia Rotary Student Program. The experience of every student who participates in the Georgia Rotary Student Program would not be the same without this individual. This individual makes sure that the needs of every student are met. She serves as mentor, counselor, and American mother, and she has children all over the world. If you haven't figured out by now, this year's recipient of the Mary Read Award is Barbara Smith.
I am so pleased, we are so pleased that you're getting this award for so many different reasons. It's great to have you with us personally as we travel. It's been absolutely wonderful to be able to go to Germany and meet with 2 GRSP alumni, and your excitement and your thrill and care for these students is phenomenal. For the host family, that you prepare them well ahead of time. and even on the district level also, that you're there, you're present, and you attend all the things that you possibly can. We've missed you this time at the district conference. But thank you so much for your personal support also to do with the office work. And you're there at the reception table with me whenever you can be, and so available. Thank you so much.
Well, Barbara, congratulations. This is a well-deserved recognition. And what a phenomenal job you do for our Rotary Club, and especially for the Georgia Rotary Student Program, and helping keep it such a vital part of our club's programming. And I just think of all the places we've been with you, not only internationally now, but all over the state, as we've gone supporting and working with the GRSP program and the students and the leadership district-wide and statewide. You are not only a legend in the Rotary Club of Columbus, but trust me, Barbara, throughout the GRSP world, you are a legend. And I want to particularly thank you for the work you've done in helping raise awareness of and raise funds for the GRSP Foundation, because that foundation and the interest from that foundation now pays for approximately 1/3 of the cost of every student that the program hosts in Georgia. And you have helped keep GRSP and the GRSP Foundation a vital part of our club culture, and our club's giving. So Barbara, congratulations on this award, and we look forward to traveling with you again across the state and around the world, promoting GRSP and meeting with our alumni and students. Thank you, Barbara.
Congratulations, Barbara, on being the recipient of the Mary Reid Award. I cannot think of anybody more deserving than you. You come early every week and help out wherever help is needed. You play Star in Our Arms, you help the guest recorder, and what you've done for GRSP is absolutely amazing. I don't know how many times you've been the host family, but even when you're not the official host family, you're there and involved. Congratulations again, you're the epitome of what Rotary means.
Hello, Barbara. Congratulations on earning the Mary Reid Award. You know, when I think of anybody who has contributed to the quality of life of the community and to us here at Rotary, undoubtedly I think about you. Your contributions to GRSP and to the local community are something to be admired for, and I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support of myself, GRSP, Rotary, and your community. Well deserved. Congratulations.
Hello, Barbie, and massive congratulations on your award. This is exciting. Well deserved, definitely well deserved. I mean, you have worked hard and from your heart to really change lives through the GRSP program, including mine. So not only for taking me with all your heart, just the same as other students, and also welcoming us into your family and showing us, let's say, the kind and nice and open side of Rotary and of this amazing program, which is the GRSP. Your enthusiasm, your warmth, your kindness, your gigantic heart make this program also come to life. And thanks to you and to persons like you, this program lives and changes lives across the globe. So again, congratulations and big hug from Germany.
My name is Evan Susanbach, and I'm an ophthalmologist at West Georgia Eye Care here in Columbus. And I'm also the proud godson of Barbara Smith. I've gotten a chance to know Barbara since I was born, and she has always been very involved with service and in the community. From the time I was very young, she was the top singer and lead soprano in our church choir at Utah United Methodist Church. She also taught my Sunday school class when I was in elementary school. When I was in high school, Barbara went on with 3 ladies, and they went on a tour as 4 female singers. And then Barbara was also very instrumental in my introduction to Rotary Club. When I was a senior in high school, I was named Rotary Star Student, and Barbara kind of walked me through the process of formal dinners and interviews that I had with the Rotary members. I'm very excited for Barbara to receive this award today.
Barbara, congratulations. This award is Well-deserved. You have served so many ways. I admire you, love you, friend. Congratulations.
I guess this is where I say something, right? I am speechless, I'm telling you. It's just, you don't feel like you deserve it because what I do is just a part of me. It changed my life when I became involved with the Georgia Rotary Student Program. I think it was back in 2005, Ian called me into his office and said, would I be in charge of the Rotary Student Program? And I thought, sure, what is it? And from then on, it's just been a part of my life. It was a part of my husband's life. He loved it just as much as I did. And I just can't thank you enough. Thank you, friends.
Ms. Barbara, naturally, as it's been spoken, it's an honor to be able to recognize you for all the great work that you've done for this club. And of course, as a commemoration and token of our appreciation for you being the honoree today, we're going to put a children's book in our Columbus Library grafted with your name on it. Let's give her a hand again. Just a reminder that today's program will be both on our Facebook page and on YouTube. So at this point, I'd like to ask you to stand with me, if you would, as Walker comes back and gives us our four-way test.
If you'll please repeat after me the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, first, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better relationships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tyler. With no further business, we stand adjourned.